everyone, it's me, Goose, your local sexist pig, here to give you some insight about my asshole and how much of a piece of shit I am because I never come out of the house. Never really though. Hey everyone, it's me, Goose. It's Q14. I keep losing count every single week. Well, I mean, it's bi-weekly now, so it's not gonna happen every fucking week now. So now it's gonna be even worse. It's probably 14 or 15 or maybe 13. I don't know which one this one is, but it's Q, and this time it's time to talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. If you don't know what Q is, essentially it's Q&A thing, right? You send me your Qs using a hashtag Q, and you ask a question on any of my videos, and I'll look it up and I'll see what kind of Q you got. But for the most part, I like to talk about the shit that I haven't talked about and the shit that I don't feel is really appropriate to make a video of, because I don't want to make a script about it, because I don't feel like that passionate about it. It's just those things that I need to get out of my chest, and one of those things right now is the Tomb Raider movie, and it's kind of parallel to how it's being treated, same way with Ghostbusters, right? Not really the same, because there are definitely differences. Ghostbusters was definitely being treated as, it was being paraded as this movie, the Ghostbusters remake, by the way, it was being paraded as this movie that is revolutionary for women writers, women producers, women on screen. It's just a full cast of women everywhere. And then there are people like, men don't like it because they just want testosterone and big men do the blah blah blah, right? That's kind of what's been happening with Tomb Raider, but on a much smaller scale. It doesn't seem like people care as much with Tomb Raider as they did with Ghostbusters, and justly so. Ghostbusters is a legendary movie that they just remade for no reason other than to have women. It doesn't even make sense. I don't know why. They just did it for money. How about that? They just did it for money. I think we can all agree, whether we think it's a good movie or a bad movie, we all know they remade it to fucking make money, not because they want to support women's rights or because it's some sort of feminist movement. It's because of the money, okay? I don't care about your bullshit. But this movie, Tomb Raider, the new one that's coming out, it's not necessarily the same case, because Tomb Raider, while a lot of people want to think it's a legendary game, a classic game, it's really shit. The original Tomb Raider games, the first trilogy, I think, they were all just garbage, just hot garbage. The controls were garbage, the graphics were garbage. But I will say that the fact that a lot of well, rather not a lot of people, but rather the publishers of the game, it was kind of gross how they were marketing Lara Croft as this sex figure, as if, you know, video gamers at the time didn't have any sort of porn to work with, you know? Oh, Playboy didn't exist. Well, fuck Playboy. How about these polygons, though? Look at those jagged-ass breasts that you can work with instead. No. That shit was really gross. I'll admit to that. That was really weird. Tomb Raider's reboot, however, was much better. Lara Croft was portrayed as an actual human being. And listen, I don't really like the new Lara Croft games, rather the new Tomb Raider games. I think they're pretty generic. They're just like really generic action shooters. I maybe it's just because I'm jaded from all these third-person shooters coming out. They just all seem the same now. Fucking Uncharted, Last of Us, Tomb Raider, they just feel the same. I don't feel anything like new with any of them. You know, the most innovative thing those things have are like crafting systems, which again, they're not that fun. So obviously I'm not in the right foot right now. You would think that, oh, he doesn't fucking like Tomb Raider games, I guess he's just sexist. He doesn't like the fact that there's like a fucking heroine who you have to control. No, I don't fucking give a shit about that. I never gave a fucking shit about that. Who cares? Who fucking cares? Honestly, if you don't play a game just because the main character's a fucking woman, you're a piece of shit. You're stupid as fuck. Like, honestly, it's dumb as hell. But whatever. Anyways, I'm bringing that up because I know people, the wrong people are going to come to this fucking video and claim that I'm a sexist. I know, because that's just how the world is now, right? And it's not, I'm not wrong, because the way the new trailer of Tomb Raider is being treated is kind of pathetic. I haven't seen many people complain about the Tomb Raider trailer just because it features a woman character. I've seen a lot of criticism against it because it does look shitty. The CGI looks bad. The special effects look bad. I just don't like it. And it's a video game movie. That's my prejudice, okay? It's a video game movie. Video game movies, they've never done good at all. They've never done well in the box office. The critique they've always had on Rotten Tomatoes has always been terrible. Like, my last hope was with World of Warcraft, the movie. I was like, if this movie doesn't make it, nobody can, because World of Warcraft has a rich lore. They even started with the first of the first part of the story, which is, you know, the orcs coming over to Azeroth, all that shit. And if that movie couldn't succeed, even though it had all this material to work with and all the time in the world, if that couldn't succeed, fuck it, nobody can. Just nobody can, okay? And it didn't succeed. Nobody, I mean, the box office, I think it actually surpassed its budget with the box office. I'm not sure. But the criticism was just terrible. I don't care about box office stuff. You know, as long as the movie sucks, it sucks, all right? I don't care about the fucking money it's made. Transformers sucks, okay? It fucking sucks. I don't care how much money it made. Whatever. Anyways, the point is, the Tomb Raider trailer has been it's been paraded by feminists, how it's like this awesome movie that men hate because it features a strong woman, and crybaby men don't like it because it doesn't show any boobs. Fuck you and your stupid circle of hate, okay? You are just ignorant as much as you think you're not. The fact that you're saying this stuff, it makes you an ignorant motherfucker, all right? Nobody is saying that they hate this movie because it features a woman. They're saying it sucks because it looks like it sucks to them, okay? Nobody cares about the fact that it's a female lead or that it has a female writer, okay? Nobody is going to remember this movie in 10 years, so please stop parading it as it's some sort of feminist symbol of hope that it will, you know, hopefully break the chains of inequality and will help us all. If anything, you talking about this movie as if it's some special feminist movie, it's making your cause meaningless. Because if you're fighting for equality, then you shouldn't care about this movie. You should treat it as any other movie should be treated, and that's just as a movie, as a piece of art, right? If you're actually talking about how this is an awesome movie for feminists and women all over the world, then you're not treating it equal. You're treating it like it's better than men, it's better than everyone, you know? And it shouldn't be treated that way. It's just a fucking movie featuring Lara Croft, this woman that nobody really cared about until her reboots where she became more human. Oh right, I forgot, crying and actually agonizing about your pain. Man, what a strong female figure. I understand she gets stronger as the story progresses, but it's so fucking stupid, okay? I don't know why. Like, I feel like people want to ignore actual criticism because it features a female, you know? Like, it was the same thing with Ghostbusters. Everybody ignored the flaws. Everybody just covered their ears and wanted to go la 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 while everybody tried to actually critique the movie itself. But they were just ignoring them because it featured a female cast, a female producer, a female writer. They were just ignoring it because it was this awesome female girl power kind of movie. It's not. It's a shitty movie that nobody cared about. Nobody still talks about it today. Do you fucking bring up the Ghostbusters movie remake when you talk about feminism and equality? No, and you're a piece of shit if you do, because nobody's gonna take you seriously. It's a dumb movie remake that nobody watched, or rather everybody watched just because they were fucking curious, and that makes me infuriated, but nobody liked it. And even though Rotten Tomatoes says, oh fuck, it's a great movie, those motherfuckers are, I didn't hear a single good fucking thing from that movie from anybody, yet somehow Rotten Tomatoes was portraying it as this good movie. It's not. It's terrible. Nobody liked it. The people who said it was good were either feminists or people who were afraid of being targeted by feminists, because that's just the way the world works now. It's terrible that we have to go through this cycle again. Again, the Tomb Raider movie isn't being treated as poorly as, say, the Ghostbusters movie, right? Nobody really cares, right? But it still infuriates me when I see tweets by people who are like, man-child crybabies. They're just like crying about how it's a female lead and whatever, and while totally ignoring that everyone's just saying it doesn't look good. Like they're like, come on, feminists. Like, really, come on. You could do so much better. I don't care that you guys have been threatening people just because they're men. I don't care that the feminist movement has been ruined by pretty minor bad apples, the minority. I know the feminist movement can be so much better. And for that reason, you could do so much better than the fucking Tomb Raider 2018 movie. You could do so much better. You could look up other movies that actually feature strong female roles. Isn't there that new New York Times magazine, or what is it, there's this movie coming out featuring this conspiracy. It was based on a true story about how, like, they wanted to talk about the Vietnam War, and they wanted to reveal all the secrets that the United States government was holding. And there's this one female lead who is the strong force. Like she wanted to prevail. She wanted to tell the truth to the American people. Now that is an inspirational figure. Don't fucking look for a bad B-rated who gives a shit movie like Tomb Raider. Look for something that actually has some meaning, that has some implications on fucking history. Like that movie that I mentioned, right? But I guess this will have to do for feminists because it features a female woman badass in a pretty okay looking movie. Whatever. Alright, but understand this. I know I'm rambling right now, okay? I know I am, so the things I'm saying aren't really coherent. Not really coherent, it's just like I just don't really have my ideas formed right now. This is not scripted, it's just scriptless, so I know my ideas are just going back and forth and I'm just saying the same shit over and over. So that's really all I have to say then, if that's the case. I don't want to make a script about this. It doesn't really warrant that. It's just a small dramatic thing that I've just witnessed on Twitter. I haven't really seen headlines talking about it. I haven't really seen a lot of YouTubers talking about it. So I'm just like, this is just a small stupid thing again. But it just worries me that the Tomb Raider movie is being treated like Ghostbusters, because if that's the case, then this is just going to be a vicious cycle. Like, what if there's another movie that features a strong female lead? What if they make a movie based off of Horizon Zero Dawn, who also has a strong female lead? Actually, I really don't like that character. She's kind of boring, but whatever. Like, how long will this fucking vicious cycle happen that feminists or women in general have to look for B grade, C grade female protagonists? Why is nobody talking about the protagonist from Shape of Water, who was, I feel like, the most realistic protagonist, female protagonist you could have from 2017? I love that movie so fucking much. It was awesome. I believe the love between the monster and the female was like so fucking riveting. I loved it, but nobody's talking about it. They rather want to talk about Tomb Raider 2018 reboot. Why is it always the reboots? Oh yeah, and they're making the Ocean's 8 reboot. Oh my god. Now that's gonna have a lot of people like, oh my god, it's a female cast, it's a female writer, it's a female whatever the fuck. Who cares? You shouldn't care. Alright? You shouldn't. It's a movie. What should matter is how the movie is portrayed and how it is written and how good it is, first and foremost. But whatever, this is Q. It's a video based off of your questions, and let's go ahead and get started with that. Alright guys, so like I said earlier, if you guys have a question that you'd like answered of anything of any kind, just leave a hashtag Q in any of my videos and I will get to you in the next I can't even say the next week's Q. The next Q. Okay, I'll answer it in the next Q. Alright, so let's get started with the first question, which is by Toho Gone. You asked, what do you think of Sky Williams' upload schedule? Is it fair for him to not upload for months and use mental health as his excuse, even though he has one of the most privileged jobs in America, yet a ton of people struggle with their mental health and still work 9-to-5 jobs? It's just kind of sad that he doesn't upload for his loyal fan base, yet claims he cares about them more than anything. Okay, first of all, there's two things that I'd like to talk about. First and foremost, Sky Williams is fucking human, all right? Don't get on his ass. If he has mental health shit to deal with, let him deal with it. First of all, the thing that really kind of crippled his channel was the whole 3-month strike he has. So I don't think he can currently monetize any of his videos, and he's kind of restricted to what kind of videos he can make. So that's kind of the reason why he hasn't uploaded in the past 2 months. I think he'll start uploading after that strike is gone. And I totally understand that. It's demotivating, really, especially when like so much gets away here on YouTube, yet him discussing the use of the N-word on media and all that stuff, that topic is too graphic for YouTube, so they fucking strike him. So it's disheartening. So of course he'd find less motivation to make videos for himself. And he does have mental health issues. Let him deal with that. Honestly, leave him alone about that. He's okay. He's gotta fucking deal with it himself. At the same time, though, I don't disagree with your comment about how YouTube is definitely one of the most privileged jobs you could have here in America, and I feel like he does use that in his advantage. Like any other YouTuber, though, it's not exclusive to him. Any YouTuber who has reached fame sometimes just stops making videos because they're like, oh, I can just make videos anytime I want. I'll get paid no matter what. I'll get mad views for that, and it gets to their head, right? I understand. I understand that feeling, but if it is a privilege, if this is the most privileged job, as I believe it is to be, then let him use that privilege to help himself sort out things, you know? And I have been on Sky's ass about this shit, you know? Like, I understand why he wants to do it, but at the same time, he always comes back and claims, oh my god, you know, guys, I just want to take a break. I want to better myself for you. And he uses that excuse several times and has used it many times in 2016 and 2017. And I get tired of it. And I feel like his audience gets tired of it too, because I'm a fan of Sky. And I think all of us can agree that if we can help in any way, be it Patreon or just him monetizing his own videos, we will help. But he never seems to want it, and I understand why, because he feels like it'll be a burden to him. He does suffer from mental health issues. It's just the writing is on the wall, and I understand it. But it's all up to him. It's up to him. I don't control his channel. I don't control his emotions, his illness, anything, right? It's up to him to fix all of this, and it's up to him to upload when he can and to be strong when he can be. But really, he's a human being. He's just one man. He doesn't have like a whole fucking company of people to help him out. And the people that he has had in the past, like the so-called friends that he's had in the past, you know, all that shit, I'm sure it makes him way more paranoid and way more close, like closed off than most people are. So yeah, that's my answer to that. Let the man be. Let him work the way he wants to work. Hopefully it works out for the best for him, because I love the guy. I love him so much. But thank you so much for your question. All right, next one is by Yeez Boy. Okay, you asked, hey Goose Noose, are you really going to quit YouTube once you reach 100,000 subscribers like you said in the older videos of yours? And what's that Zelda looking game in this queue? Let's see, I forgot. No, yeah, by the way, thanks for the question. I don't remember. Was it something Rose something? If I can remember, I'll put it up on screen. There you go, there it is. Also, the whole 100,000, no, I'm not, probably not. You know, I've changed my opinion. I think I can definitely make more than that. I think I know I won't stay on YouTube for very long. Well, maybe, I don't know. It all depends on how well I do on this fucking website. But if I do well enough that I can, you know, fend for myself, and I can actually get paid for this, then I'll probably quit around the time that I want to be a writer. Honestly, right now I don't feel motivated to be a writer anymore. That motivation, that love for writing has kind of gone by, and it doesn't make me sad because I understand that that's just how the art world is. You can't expect to be motivated to make art all the time. You know, sometimes people just hit a slope in their life where they're just like, I just don't want to do anything. I just want to do something else and have fun doing it. Writing for me was a job, and I got sick of that job after being alone by myself writing for 2 to 3 years, and it never disappointed me writing. I've always loved doing it. I've always loved making content for people for free, and publishing it in different websites and stuff, and getting a little bit of scratch here and there for it. I've always loved doing it. But that motivation to just write and just make characters and make a new world, it comes by now and again, but it never really, it hasn't stuck to me in a long time. And I feel like that's a good indicator of just, maybe I should just stop for a little bit. That being said, I'm still a writer at heart. I will always continue writing, and I will always come up with new stories in my mind. But for now, I want to find peace with myself and peace with what I do now. Like, I want to make money and be healthy. That's my main goal for the rest of my life. I want to be, you know, financially well and healthy above all else. I want to make sure my friends are well off. I want to make sure that my girlfriend has, you know, a satisfactory life. I want to make sure that those things are out of the way before I chase my dream. And YouTube has been helping me get to that point in my life, you know, where I can just stop worrying about so much, of worrying about my body, worrying about whether I'm going to make the next rent or not, whether or not, you know, all that shit. I want to be at a point where I can stop worrying about my life. That's around the point where I think maybe it's time to pick up the pen again and start writing. And once I actually become a professional writer, that's around the time where I might quit YouTube. And who knows when that'll be. Maybe that'll be when I'm 29, or maybe when I'm fucking 37. You know, it'll be a while. I don't really mind waiting, you know, but I'm content with waiting. I'm content with waiting. Let's just say that. As long as I can make sure that I'm financially fine and healthy, I'm okay with just doing YouTube. So thank you for your question. Next question is by Rose by any other name. You asked, hey Goose, I figured this sounded too whiny to ever ask on Q for a while, but currently I'm gearing up to go to college in the fall and the stress is really hitting hard. I know you've talked about some of this stuff in the past, but any advice on where to get started? I haven't done FAFSA yet, but I'm going to very soon. With love, keep up the great content. Well, thank you very much. First and foremost, you've asked the wrong person. I haven't gone to college at all, and I really don't like the college system at all. So, yeah, not the best person to ask. But if I can give you any advice, it would be never worry about the money, okay? I'm currently facing the situation with my girlfriend. My girlfriend, she's in college. She, you know, does college things, and we're currently worrying about where she's going next. It's not a big issue because we're pretty like 100% sure that she can get accepted to the college of her dreams. But right now we're worrying about the money of it all. And I've told her countless times, just like I tell anybody when it comes to colleges or jobs or anything in this world, never worry about the money. Always worry about whether you want to do this or not. All right. If you are absolutely sure that this is the thing you want to do, if you want to be like a fucking, I don't know what you want to be, but if you want to be like an engineer or like a doctor, you know, the generic stuff, lawyer, whatever you're trying to study, whatever you're trying to go for. If you don't know what you're going for, going to a community college is a great start. Hopefully that'll get you interested in what you really love doing, because, you know, community colleges help you choose the classes that you want to choose, and hopefully those interests of yours become something much more later on, and never back down from like the option of a community colleges. They're very affordable and they're much cheaper, and they could actually potentially get you a scholarship to some of the more prestigious universities. So never, back out on those options. But if you're ever worried about the money, just always know that there is a way to get to those things, but worry about those later. Just make sure that you're going to the right place for you yourself. All right, there's all sorts of things. Student aid, like you mentioned, FAFSA. There's also student loans you can do. Those aren't the best things, but they exist. There's always a way to help you get to the college of your dreams. Like I said, there's also scholarships and all that stuff. So just worry about what you want to do and know what you want to do, and don't worry about the money. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. There's always other options. You'll be fine. Okay? Just study hard. You'll be cool. All right? Work hard. Always work hard. All right? All right. Thanks for the question. Next question, possibly the final question, because I'm getting kind of hungry. The next question is by We Don't Even Know. I've actually seen your comments quite a while. You've been here for a bit, huh? But anyways, We Don't Even Know, you asked, do you like creepy and scary stuff, like videos about ghosts or paranormal shows, creepypastas, etc.? P.S. Love your videos. Oh, thank you. Yeah, of course I fucking do. Of course I do. I fucking talk about this all the time. I love it. Well, maybe not on this channel, but I have talked about it in my live streams before. But I absolutely love creepy paranormal shit. Like, okay, I'm gonna give y'all a bit of insight about me. All right, I'm a skeptic. I'm skeptical about ghosts and shit. Right now, that doesn't reflect on my religious or beliefs or non-beliefs, whatever they may be. I'm always gonna be very anonymous about what I believe about with religion and shit, because I hate it. I hate when people fucking, as soon as you tell them your beliefs about religion or non-beliefs about it, then people are like, oh my god, you're this kind of person, that means you're gonna be blah blah blah. Or like, oh, you're a Christian, then that means you love God, and you're a heathen and you're a piece of shit, really. Or like, you're atheist, you love stroking your neck beard, right? The moment you tell people about your beliefs or non-beliefs, shit changes, and I hate that shit. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm a skeptic when it comes to fucking ghosts. I don't know. I don't know if they exist, but I really want to know. Like, I've pestered my girlfriend about going to a fucking haunted house for like my entire life. Like, I've always wanted to go to a haunted house, and I've pestered her about it. Every time she says no, because she actually knows. She believes in ghosts. She doesn't just believe. She knows they exist because she's had many ghost encounters with them, and her dad is pretty much a medium. Like, he sees ghosts all the time. But back to the point at hand, I love creepy shit. I love that shit, and I would love to explore a haunted house or whatever. I love creepy shit. I'm fucking fumbling. I'm really hungry. I love creepy shit so much that I wanted to start a creepy paranormal channel where I play as a completely different character. And I have made a few videos on that channel, but I never knew if I wanted to reveal what that channel was to all of you, because I wanted to succeed on my own terms, not necessarily succeed because of my other subscribers from my other channel. But if you guys are ever interested in knowing what my creepy channel is, I could tell you about it, but I'm probably not going to, just because, like I said, I want it to succeed on its own merit, not because I told my subscribers to go subscribe to that. I hate that. That's lame as shit, you know? Like, I hate it when other YouTubers are like, hey guys, I got a Let's Play channel, go subscribe to that, and nobody subscribes and like nobody watches. Like, everybody subscribes. It's the opposite. Everybody subscribes and nobody watches. It's so like disheartening. I would never want to do that because it's dumb. Don't do that. It's just succeed. You succeeded once before, right? Then maybe you can succeed on other occasions, but whatever. Point is, yes, I do love creepy shit. I love that shit. Creepypasta, not so much. You can ask teenager me the same question. I'd probably say yes, I love creepypastas, because I used to think they were real. I used to think Slender Man was like a real telling. Oh my god, Marble Hornets was the best. And I can't believe they're making a Slender Man movie. That Slender Man movie doesn't look great. It looks okay. The trailer was actually pretty cool. The movie itself is probably gonna suck. But yeah, I don't know. I love creepy shit. I love paranormal shit. God, I want to see a ghost. I just want to see a ghost. I just want to experience that shit. I want to see I want to see more than just videos. Like I don't mind watching videos of people, you know, claiming that they live in a poltergeist house and then the fucking plates move up and whoa, creepy, right? I just don't believe them, you know? Like I've seen so many of them that I just don't believe them. And CGI is getting better. The editing software people that have access to is like getting better. So, you know, it's so hard to believe that kind of shit. I want to experience it myself. I want to be alone in a room. I want to be alone in a room that's from like a haunted mansion in a bathroom, dark as fuck, and I want to communicate with ghosts, and I want to have that experience of like something whispering in my ear, Johnson or whatever, and it's and then it's like, oh my god, something's tingling in my arm, or like, oh my god, I heard a clanking noise. It was probably a rat, but whatever. I still want to believe. Ah man, that's the kind of skeptic I am. I'm the kind of skeptic that believes in ghosts very much, but I have no evidence, so therefore I kind of don't believe in them. I just want to see a ghost. God damn it. I want to see a fucking ghost. All right, but thank you so much for your question. Like I said, if you guys want to see my paranormal channel, I have it, but I'm probably never going to tell you about it. Well, if you're curious, it exists. Just look for it. But anyways, thank you all so very much for your questions. I'm getting kind of hungry, and it's a 30-minute mark. I think that's good enough. So, like I said, if you guys have any other questions, just make sure you put a hashtag Q. Leave your questions down below, and I'll get to you in the next Q, okay? That would be all for today. I will see you all next time. Next week, I'll probably do a lot of videos about a lot of dumb shit, because dumb shit always happens. But anyways, thank you all so very much for watching. I will see you all next time. Oh, make sure to be a patron on Patreon if you want to support this channel. Make sure to pay me via PayPal if you want to support me. Blah, blah, blah. All right, thank you all so very much for watching. I love y'all. Goodbye.